Yeah.
It's lights out when I do my thing. It's man down when I enter the ring.
I'm the king of the ring.
Terphouse put it down for the team. It ain't over till the champions sing.
I'm the king of the ring.
It's lights out when I do my thing. It's man down when I enter the ring.
I'm the king of the ring.
Terphouse put it down for the team. It ain't over till the champions sing.
I'm the king of the ring.
Fight night, I'ma turn this shit to fright night. Knock 'em on their ass like Iron Mike. They go night night, sleepwalking, do the stanky leg, make his knees buckle. Terphouse Farmz, we just legalize the weed hustle. The body snatcher, like a Viking with a sword, like a knight on his horse. I be striking with his war. Bare knuckle boxing, UFC to the Bellator, top competitor.
Well, guys. Once again, I like to start fire and I like to start the heat up a little bit. But I've been on a mission since Palomino's last fight about, the judges and different things. And, we had investigative journalists out there doing some really good stuff. And he pulled up an interview with somebody that was actually probably a lot of people thought he beat Palomino. So I feel like we're going to have some heat. David Feldman, get your popcorn ready. First off, before I do anything, I don't want to forget, I got to shout out the sponsors, Terphouse Farm at the top. And if you see at the corner, MMACOIN and Terphouse Farm. And then the last thing I will do is on the sponsorship is HKA USA Fighters. If you need apparel or anything, you need to hit these guys up because they are the bomb. But I want to introduce my investigative journalist that's been on the ground looking in and out for this, the bare knuckle boy himself, Ben.
Hello, thank you for having me on. It's been a while since I've been on your show, and it's been a while since I've uploaded anything to my own channel, but that's because I've been running a little thing on the side. In addition to running my bare knuckle channel, I've also started a second channel where I interview people who were involved in the Vietnam War, who were there before, during, and after. So that's kept me a little bit busy, but I'm getting right back into bare knuckle boys, and I'm doing it by myself now. My co-host has decided to retire, but that's not going to stop me from keeping this stuff going. So,
well, I got to ask you, man. We're going to start this off with a bang right off the bat. You know what we're going to talk about. Who's our guest? What we're going to do is we're basically just going to cut the shit and talk about this for about 30 minutes or so. And who's the guest? I feel like this guy got ripped off. I feel like this guy is still the champion at a certain weight class, and guys are just carrying his belt. But who is this guy?
Well, it's none other than the greatest bare knuckle boxer in his weight division, Dat Nguyen.
Boom!
There he is, the champ.
What's up, Dat? I think it's phone. I think we're having a connection. He might have to reload. Tell him you might have to reload and click the reload on it for a second. Just upload off, and just click back on. So, hey, look, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. Before we even talk about that, we were kind of talking about this beforehand. David was down in England doing the face-off of Mike Perry against Venom Page. Dude, I'm really excited about that fight. Dave, there's not too much stuff David can do just to get me excited, but I feel like that fight is such a big fight, it's gonna be good. But while we're waiting, I think we have the champion himself, Dat, in the bullpen.
Hey guys.
What's up, Dat?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me. Earlier I couldn't hear anything, so I figured it's some technical difficulties, so I relogged back on.
Yeah, hey, look at. It's the people that picked the judges for Miami. They did it. They didn't want you to hear it right off the bat.
Yeah, they just mute my voices. Yeah.
Well, I gotta ask you because I've been making jokes and I've had people say you're just a hater, and I'm like, no. Well, you were there and stuff, and a lot of people thought you beat Palomino, and then a lot of people thought Elvin beat Palomino. Why do you think what goes on in Miami? Like, I know I remember at BYB at that event where his people were talking shit to you in the crowd. And I
Right.
was in the honey badger suit. Nobody knew that. And I was listening to them, and they were like, we're going to fuck him up and stuff like that. And I could hear them. What was the heat for, you know?
Because I'm not from Miami, so you know how Miami guys are. Um, they be hating. So you're not from there, they're gonna be hating on you.
Did you ever experience anything like this when you were in glove boxing in Miami?
No, no, bare knuckle is a different type of crowd, I guess. So
Dude,
yeah,
I'm telling you, look straight up, man. The bare knuckle crowd, man, they'll come at you, come at your family. They'll try to do anything to hurt you in the bare knuckle crowd.
yeah. Well, they did. You know what? They basically assaulted my son. They threw a bottle at my son, and I was so upset. I was ready to go back out because right after the fight, I was in with the doctor, and my son came in and said, one of Palomino's teammates or whatever threw something at my son, and he started coming in and his older brother was gonna fight him, and I guess somebody held him back.
That's crazy, man. Why? Like at that fight, going into it, a lot. I'm like I said, a lot of people, even David, I think, thinks you won the fight. Why wasn't another rematch? Why is there not talking about it? What's going on? Like, I mean, I felt like it was a really good contested fight, and it should have been a rematch.
I exposed him. I exposed him, and he know I wasn't even at my best, and I already exposed him. And he's scared. He's scared. And David also said, he will give me the rematch, and for some reason I haven't heard him repeat it again. So I'm just waiting on that. I know the reason he doesn't want to release me either because I wanted to go back to boxing, and he said I got to stay with bare knuckle until my contract ends. So he's not allowing me to do anything else.
How many more fights you got on your contract, at least?
I got two more fights with them, so I did ask for permission about a month ago to because there was a boxing tournament. It's called Celebrity Making of a Champion, and they was gonna select me as one of the contestants to fight for $1 million. It's a reality TV show, and I asked David to give me permission, and he said he wanted to see some documents before he allowed me. And it's just that I'm stuck with the contract, so the people at that tournament wouldn't allow me to compete because of that.
Oh, that sucks, dude. That would have
Yeah, so
been
I,
that.
I I missed the opportunity to make $1 million. So
Well,
I called David and I said, look, you guys not paying me no life changing money. $1 million life changing money, and
well, like, why are they not talking about you at the 145 title or something? I mean, you went up and had to gain weight to fight Palomino and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why are they? That's what I heard somebody say, Riviera or whatever, and them for the title for 145. And I'm thinking, why are they forgetting you? You're still the 135 guy until
I,
somebody beats you.
like right now, bare knuckle is a new sport, and they don't really have any big names yet. So, I mean, I think I would destroy everybody all the way up to once Palomino. So, if they give me proper time, they always trying to like David wanted me to fight in short notice a month ago, and I was like, I'm on my house is under construction right now, and I'm not ready to fight yet. I don't even have a gym to train, etc. etc. So, but you know, it's what it is. I'm planning to get everything ready and be a full time fighter because I kind of sold my restaurant, sold everything, and just that's my main goal right now is to fix my house and then get ready to build my gym and train full time.
Have you picked a weight class you're going to go to? Are you going to go to 155 again, or are you 135?
I'm looking for a title fight. Like I said, if David's offering me some little no fights, I think he wanted me to fight. What's his name?
Gotti.
No,
Did he
not
want?
God.
Okay, I was wondering if he offered you offered you the Gotti fight before he offered Reggie the fight.
Nah,
That's what
nah. David knows I beat Gotti, so
I.
he's just trying to build
Well,
Gotti
does he
up.
know that you would beat Reggie Barnett too?
But those guys don't do nothing for my career. I beat them. Everybody know I beat them, so it just give me a win. Those guys get 5, 6 wins on their record, but guess what? I beat them. Everybody gonna be like, oh, we already know he beats them. So what does that gonna do for my career? It's not gonna give me more money. I fought Palomino for the same amount of money they would pay me to fight Reggie Barnett. So for me to beat Palomino, it will open up bigger doors for me. So
Yeah, yeah.
so it's not about the money. I mean, the money is very important, but the opportunity. When I fought Palomino, I got the same amount of money. So everybody thinking like I got big money or something. I got the same amount of money to fight a tougher fighter than fight Regiment, which is an easy fight. I would knock his ass up.
What about Chad? Have they not talked to you about Chad Mendez or anything like that? Do
Uh,
you think that would be a
I
good fight?
talked to David and I said, I want to fight Chad Mendes. That's the fight I want. And he said he offered to Chad Mendes and his team turned it down twice. So, that's what I heard from David. So, I talked to David directly. He go directly to me. I don't have basically a manager that he don't even want to deal with anybody. If I had a manager, he want to go directly to me. So, now that Triller bought a huge percentage of Bare Knuckle, they got a lot of capital, a lot of money, expanding worldwide, and it's going to be a big brand, $1 billion company in the near future.
I think your mic is. I think your connection is connecting. Are you hearing it, Ben, or is that just
I
me?
hear the reverb, but we can fix that in post.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
anyway,
is it me or is it somebody else?
I think it's you, but it's we can fix it when we edit the video.
I don't edit it. I just upload it. So
Okay.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like this is basically live stuff.
Maybe he's in a bit of an echoey room.
Yeah, but anyway, it sounded better then at the end. But so that's why I was wondering. So Chad's kind of smart, being a wrestler and things. But they've got, Bellator is basically partnering with BKFC on some stuff. There's a lot of big name fighters in Bellator too. That's why Paige is coming over now and stuff like that.
Well, I gotta ask that if they can't give you Palomino immediately and you got 2 fights left, is there someone else that they could give you that would be worth it in the bare knuckle world right now to you in within 3 weight divisions of where you normally fight?
Let me see. I'm planning to come back in September, so I don't even look about who I'm gonna fight. That gonna make sense to me. So like I said, if it's for a title fight, whoever's holding the title. But if they're holding like someone, like I said, I'm the champion. I didn't lose to nobody. I didn't lose to nobody.
Most people
they just took my title away. And when I fought Palomino, they didn't even announce that I was a champion because it's shady business. Bullshit. And
I think Palomino's just a paper tiger. You just need to figure out a way to get him out of Miami for one. And if you can knock him out, you got to go for a knockout or a.
He's a pussy. He's a real pussy because he talk all that shit, and when it's time to fight, he don't fight. He runs. To tell you the truth, he wanted to stand and fight with me, but once he realized that he was getting hurt, he started freaking dance around. I could have danced around. But I'm not the type of fighter to make it boring.
Yeah.
That's why I said. David said, "Look, you come to fight," and that's what it is. And those fighters like Palomino, they're gonna try to dance away, and it's gonna make the fight boring because really you fight in 2-minute rounds. That 2-minute round goes so quickly. If I box those guys will never touch me, and it will make the fight boring.
Yeah, it's true.
You being a boxer and being tough, it is a lot of the big names don't want that right off the bat. They kind of want. They want a little, they want to give me a little bit, they don't want to come, which like Greg Hardy, all those big signings. I'm just curious. So they go put those 2 guys together, Hardy or them. So I was just wondering, there's gotta be, what, check this out. At 145, they should put put you up for a title fight. And there's gotta be somebody that's a big name that can make 145 around there,
Like I said, for them to not even stating that I'm the champion at 135 is bullshit. It pissed me off. I speak it how it is. I'm the type that I say what I think. And it's bullshit. And right now, I really, they're not even paying me the kind of money to even enough to, pay my medical bills if I injured.
But do they not cover your medical bills?
That's really no. They do. That was only good for 30 days,
Oh, I see.
If something happened if something you happen after 30 days,
you better get it fixed quick. You better get it fixed quick.
You're screwed. So, But I'm not gonna talk about it. That's how all promoters are.
Yeah.
I'm looking to get the biggest fight, the biggest purse. So if they can't get me the biggest purse, then at least give me the opportunity to fight for a title, because I come to fight 100%. I don't run, and I make the fight exciting.
If they were to
Those
open
fighters.
up a 125-pound thing, would you be wanting to go down to that to get a title?
Nah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can make 125, but it's not worth it. There's no money out there. There's no
Yeah.
money out there. Like I said, Bernal was looking to get guys from different like MMA, big company with a huge follower. Use them for 1 or 2 fight and then move on to somebody else. And then in the meantime, they want to build guys like young fighters like Jared Grant, and stuff like that.
Why are they not calling you out? Why are they not calling you out at 135? You would think, like for instance, if I was the champion, and somebody else was the champion and he's still here, but he's not in that weight class, I would not feel like I'm the champion until I beat that person. What about you, Ben?
I would feel the same way. I think that there's a certain level of honor that you would get from defeating the guy that's respected that you don't get from beating Palomino.
Yet they also, the way I look at it, he didn't get to fight the other fight for the title, so he fought for the intern. You know how they did it. And
Yeah.
guess what? That's the guy that beat the guy that's got the title right now that's injured.
Yeah.
Boy, you know what I'm saying? I don't really. What do you think about that, Dad? Are you not curious why nobody calls you out?
Jared, he just called me out last week. He said he wants to fight me, but he's not really serious about it. He has to get past Reggie Burnett. I think they're fighting pretty soon. And then Johnny Bedford. Johnny Bedford is the real the one that's holding the belt. So if I fight Jared for the interim, what's the whole point? I'm the freaking champ.
I know, right?
I lost my belt. So if whoever should if Bedford is ready to fight, I would love to give Bedford a rematch because we had a good fight. But Jared hasn't even proved in himself yet. I mean, he got 5 wins against some decent opponent. But like I said,
his last fight, man. Did you see his last fight? A lot of people said he got.
I thought he lost. To tell you the truth.
I did too. I mean, it was really bad. I don't know. I feel like a lot of that was kind of the Palomino. That's what I was wondering if they like we got to make sure he wins this fight tonight. No matter what.
It's the A fighter. I think they got the judges in the back pockets and they look at the odds. When I fought Palomino, this is what it was. There was a lot of money placed on me to win. So I was 2-1 underdog. So if I win, the house lose. So that's why they make sure that the judges score against me. So it's bullshit,
And if you think about it on that side, those judges don't really make that much money. So, and if you're not making that much money, if somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, look, here's $1,000, make it go this way," you know what I'm saying? That's
it was the
easy.
Same way with the Elvin Brito fight that happened last week.
Yeah,
it was about the same odds as Dat's actually.
Right. Palomino, he wants to fight Chad Mendes or something. For his big. Like I said, I never did hated him, but until we fought and he started to belittle me, and he's a pussy, for doing that, and then when it's time to fight, he's a pussy. He ran, he like I said, if you're gonna talk it, be a man of your words,
Absolutely,
So we know September. You want to fight? Come back around September. They just got to get a name that's worthy.
Like I said, the whole time, like I said, for the past 13 years, I only had 9 fights. 5 boxing and 4 bare knuckle fights. And my last 4 bare knuckle fights was within 2019 to now. So there's 4 fights in 3 years. So, and then before that, I had 5 fights in a long span of 2009. So I haven't been active. I haven't been, consistent. So now I sold my restaurant and all that stuff to focus on my career. So I'm gonna train all day. I mean, not all day, but I'm gonna train 5-6 days a week, and just focus on getting improvement. Instead of just train only like 4 or 5 weeks for a fight. So you can't really peak.
Well, when you fought Palomino last time, did you only train 4 or 5 weeks for that fight?
Yeah, well, they give me the goal for like, I think the goal was like 6 weeks, and then I had about 5 weeks to train, and then I think I trained for 3 weeks, and then I hurt my back. I pulled my back, so I had to stop training for a week. So I only had like 2 weeks left to train after taking, basically I pulled in my back. I couldn't even, like I said, I was walking crooked. My back was arching.
Well, it goes
And
to show that like most people view that you won that still, and you only had you
right.
basically handicapped yourself.
Yeah, like I said, I came to fight, and I know that I'm not 100%, but I know that I was gonna put the pressure on him, and then he's gonna break.
On top of that, wasn't there
I look
something
right
with the
to him.
sauna at the end? Wasn't there something you were doing with the sauna like right at the end as well?
That was one big mistake because I was bloated. I was overweight. It's not natural for me to weight over 150.
That's why I was going to ask
And
you. Did you feel weird going in there being
yeah,
bigger than what you?
yeah, I felt very bloated and heavy. So, I had the portable sauna in my hotel room. So I jumped in there for like 15 minutes. I felt good, because I was breaking a good sweat. I was like, man, this feels so good because I felt heavy. And then I didn't know that it would affect me during the fight because I was losing a lot of water weight in the sauna. So I think that's why by the end of the fifth round, I couldn't even walk because my leg was
You
cramped
would have
up.
felt
I
good
couldn't walk
after
down
that
the stairs.
second round. After that second round, you would have sweated
Yeah,
off all that weight, and you would have started feeling. You would have probably
yeah,
keyed up. If you need to do that next time, don't do
you,
that. You would have probably beat it.
yeah, right. Like I said, they don't give you Gatorade. You drinking pure water, so you sweating all that electrolytes out. So by the fifth round, I broke so much sweat that I was cramping up. And then Palomino is a very dirty fighter. Every time that I would throw punches at him, he grabbed onto me, and then he will put his whole weight on it. He put his whole weight on it because that's what he does. So if I fight him again, I know all his dirty tricks, and I'm not gonna hold back. Because I know the referee's not gonna care if
Yeah.
and if he do dirty to me, I'm gonna be just as dirty to him because I'm a man of honor. I fight with honor. And that dude to fight dirty like that, I'm gonna fight just as dirty because really the ref don't give a shit. David Feldman put those ref in for a reason. You gotta realize
You,
they want it to be dirty. They wanted to, when they used to have this good ref. Remember, I can't remember the ref's name, but
Chris Big
anyway,
Boy Jensen.
no, that was a ref, the world boxing class ref. I can't remember his name. But anyway, they had him. David don't want him on there. He's one of the best ref, I think.
And they keep
one-
on putting Chris Young in there. Chris Young's made so many bad decisions. It's I've lost track of how many times I've gotten angry watching the fights he refs.
Yeah, I mean, the ref, the ref just like nothing, like in boxing that would never allow that kind of stuff to happen. Even the UFC, the UFC,
Yeah.
the refs are very good. They see all that dirty tricks, But I guess I think since Triller took over a big part of the company, they kind of told David, look, you guys need to clean this up. We cannot allow all this dirtiness. So I think it has gotten better. Fighters don't try to all that dirty tricks anymore.
you know what though? I think Palomino's probably kind of gonna get put in his place. He's calling out Chad. Look,
Right.
Chad's the name. Chad can say, I don't want to fight in Florida. I want to fight in Montana. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Chad's out there, and he's gonna sell the arena out just as big. He's big, and Palomino's going around thinking he's picking Chad. No, Chad's picking you, Palomino. That's
Right.
the thing that he's walking around. Look, Palomino, bare knuckles a new sport. He's
Right.
walking around like he's got Conor McGregor money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
like he's walking around, Palomino's got his little walk going. I'm thinking, bro, I know you ain't making that much money. Calm down. You're not Conor
Right.
yet.
Right.
I hate that. I want to call him like the great value Conor. Like the Walmart version. You're not there yet to act like like after.
He's so fake. He's so fake. He brings his little kids up there and act like he's a good person. He's a piece of shit. To tell you the truth. I mean, a lot of people message me and say this guy is so fake.
Yeah.
Hey,
So behind scenes, he's even a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it boggled my mind at the end of his fight where he supposedly beat you. At the very end of it, he was trying to promote something about raising awareness for childhood cancer, and people were still booing him. Like even while he was talking about childhood, like trying to help childhood cancer. That goes to show how much he's hated.
He just do that just to try to get followers and I mean, you can just see, but
People see right through that. People can
Right.
see it's not legit, and it's really dirty the way he's been fighting lately. There were actually some rumors floating around that Elvin Brito's gonna try and get this last decision they made overturned. In the past, that rarely ever happens. But would you want to support him in that endeavor and also seek something like that yourself if he ends up going through with that?
I even tried to contact the Florida Boxing Commission, and the Florida Boxing Commission is run by I can't remember his name, Mr. Cunningham, I think, and he's not gonna do any of that. He just
Well, dude,
what
he
did.
probably you gotta think he probably owns a yacht, and if you own a yacht, there's only one guy you buy a yacht in Miami, and it's Palomino's manager, the yacht guy. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, that commission, if you're on yachts and things like that, and I've been told that guy is in charge of basically all the yachts on the ports and stuff in Miami, basically. So very powerful man.
That guy's a pussy because he messaged me on Instagram. I think it was like the day of the fight, and he said he wanted to bet $25,000 that Palomino would knock me out in the first round. And I said, okay, I accept the bet. Okay, and I call up David Feldman. I said, David, I got a Palomino's manager. That's Palomino's manager. So I said, David, Palomino's manager wanted to place a $25,000 bet on me, and I want to take the bet. Can you be the middleman to make sure that I take $25,000 from Palomino's purse if they don't pay up? And if I lose, they can take my $25,000 from David's purse. You know what I mean?
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, and then I told David that. David said, "Oh, go ahead. We take the bet right away."
Didn't they actually contact your wife about that?
Huh?
Didn't they also contact your wife about that?
No. But
Okay.
Anyway, I told him, let's go. The bet is on, and I thought it was good, but they pussy because they already know that if they lose, they don't pay up. So, that's what you call, a loser.
I think a manager that talks shit to a fighter and messages a fighter and bets with a fighter is kind of real unprofessional. It's kind of a bitch move, and it's kind of like they're worried about their fighter, so they're going to try to fuck with you to get mentally in your head. He did talk shit to you when you were at that event there. I mean, I saw he had people there. I was in that suit. Those dumb fucks didn't know it. They were walking around like, where's Dad at? I'm sitting there thinking, you're just at this event to look for Dad. What kind of crap? You know what I'm saying?
His manager is one of the guys that was in his cornerman. I think he was in the corner. So for him to place a bet like that,
That's illegal.
That's breaking the Florida law, the betting law. He actually could go to jail for doing that.
And Palomino could technically, if it was prosecuted, I mean, Palomino had a guy that was betting in his corner on the fight. And you know what? If he would have lost the fight, how do we know that he didn't fix the fight? You get what I'm saying? Hey,
Right.
You can't have stuff like that. That's why, and it's not, the athletic commission in a lot of states are really crooked,
Right.
but Florida's pretty, Miami around that little thing out.
Yeah, that's why he wants to fight in Miami. Really, he can't really draw that much people to come watch him because they don't want to watch the fucking dude run around. They come to watch the undercard fighters. Really,
I don't trust anyone that says they're a fan of Palomino personally.
You know what's funny is the people that are judging the fights are probably the same people that was counting during the last election votes. That's how fucking stupid they are. That's how stupid they are. I'm serious. The state Florida Commission, they are the ones that were in when everybody went to bed and they woke up and they said, "Oh shit, there's 150,000." That's the Florida. Wait a second. Wait, is Biden's last name Palomino? Biden Palomino. Wait, is that his last name? Holy shit.
I call him Pussy Mino, not Palomino.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Condilon.
We're gonna research it. We're gonna research the judges in all of Florida to see how many of them actually counted votes during an election. And I guarantee one or two of them did it. Some dumb fucks.
It's funny because during the fight, I thought I won at least 4 rounds, right? Because I know this fucking guy didn't do shit. All he do is run. So I'm winning this round easily. But one of the judges had me losing all 5 rounds. I'm like, how the hell is that possible? You know?
I know, right? That's what I was saying.
That
Right.
same thing happened to Elvin, right? Didn't one of the judges say
Yes.
unanimous to Palomino again? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like they just slept
I
through
mean,
the
come
fight.
on now. Why can't we get a split decision? Why can't we get at least a split decision? You know what?
You know what
I
is
mean,
funny? I didn't even know a draw exists, and they had the fight.
Riviera.
Like, the last fight.
Yeah.
They had a draw. I thought bare knuckle don't have draws.
I
It's
thought they
very
went to
rare.
an
I
extra
think, I
round.
think in total BKFC has probably had less than 5 in total, if I'm remembering correctly. But it happens, but it's very rare. But if ever there
they
was
went
to be
around
a draw-
around. It was only 5 rounds. So how's that a draw? Like, they had
Oh,
the
good
last-
point. Like, how does the scoring add up to that? You'd have to have a half point.
Well, they're over there on the side over there saying, "Hey, what do you think? We got to we got to do this right here." They said we got to do one draw.
If I'm remembering correctly, at this last one, didn't they have 4 judges?
They had 4 judges now. Wow.
Oh shit, I didn't know.
At Elvin
Hey.
Burrito's fight?
I think it did. There was something. You know what? I think it's Montana where they do the live scoring. It's
That's the
something.
best
Somebody.
thing ever. If you
That's
can
what
get
they
a fight
need
in
to do.
Montana, you should.
They should
You do the
open-
live scoring.
They should do open scoring.
That's what they do.
They should do open scoring. You know, each fight we're gonna see who the fucking judge is not watching the fight, and we see why he's scoring on that. We're gonna throw some bottles at his face.
Yeah, I know, right? I think it would be funny. Like you're watching a fight and everybody's like, they can't. I feel like they can just fuck around and just be quiet, and at the end say here and just kind of be quiet. But I think each round, if you're like, you said it like that, you are an idiot. And people on TV are talking how stupid they are. They're tweeting it. They're putting it on Instagram. The people there are booing them and stuff. And guess what? The next round, they're doing better. Or, eventually somebody's going to come up to them and beat the shit out of them. It happens. That's
Right.
life.
I think they should do open scoring because that's how you want the fight to go. You know what I mean? If the guy is totally got dominated, he's gonna go for the knockout. But
Yeah, right.
But if you don't know that, if you win, the whole time I thought I was winning the fight, and the score was against me. That's bullshit. Because if I knew I was like that, I would fucking kill Palomino.
Yeah, it is good because they also do tell the fighters who's winning the fight, like round by round, when it is over in Montana. That was a great aspect of it because it's not just the audience that gets to see that; it's the fighters get to hear that in real time. Right before they're about to head out, they know I'm winning or I'm losing for a fact, going by the judges' scorecard. So
yeah, it's none of that if. And they say it might make it worse if the guy's winning, he might run. But that I think is different. If he's running, the guy's chasing because he's trying to knock his ass out. You know what I'm saying? I'm really hoping they're going to change that.
Point. If you tell,
Maybe they should change the rule up. Like, if the guy's really winning, then if he runs, you give him 2 points. You give the other guy 2 points instead of 1 point. You know what I mean?
But usually the guys running is the ones. Usually when you're running, you're not usually practicing getting back and stuff, and you're dodging and stuff. You usually play offense, and you might get caught because the guys that thinks they're losing, they're thinking, "Fuck it, I don't give a shit," and they're just throwing haymakers,
Right.
It is something BYB has where if you had fought Palomino and BYB, you could have got him in one of those corners, and he'd have nowhere to run.
That is true.
Right.
In the triangle, right?
I like the triangle because Palomino, he's a pussy. He want to use a circle ring, and he runs like a pussy every time. That's why it pissed me off. At least the boxing ring has a corner.
Listen,
boxing ring has
I bet Palomino would be hard as hell to play tag against. That motherfucker. I'm telling you, look, hey, look, used to back in the day, he would say, "I'm gonna fucking try to kill you," and guess what? He looked like he tried to do that. Now he's saying it, but it's like he started with the Good John fight. He said that, and then once Good John kind of said, "Hey, look, I can take it." I thought Good John won a lot of those last rounds, and then when it went to I thought that's why I couldn't even believe he get a split decision. Nothing,
Right.
just like a fuck you, basically. That's why
I think the betting involved, the people that's involved with the betting has corrupted the sport. Anytime that there's betting involved, they corrupt the damn sport because David told me a few days later that there was a $1 million place on me the day of my fight. So maybe I don't know why he would tell me something like that because if there's a $1 million place on me and I win, the house lose basically 2-1 odds. So So
look,
David knows I'm marketable. That's why he don't want to release me for that reason. I said, look, you guys are not fucking promoting me. Just let me go and do what I want to do. I want to go back to boxing. I want to go to BYB. They fucking they want me. So but David don't want to let me go right now at this point.
Well, back when
well,
you did glove boxing, did you have any fight that was even comparable to the Palomino fight you had? Did you have anything that was even kind of like that happened?
Nah, see, boxing just as corrupt, but like I said,
yeah.
I never experienced like that in boxing. But once there's a lot of money placed on it, I mean, trust me, there's a lot of corruption on all betting sports because really the money runs the game, and
Look, I know for a fact in the last 3 years, I know 4 fights that were fixed. I know, like straight up 100%. Because I
right.
mean, think about it. If somebody's only making $1,000, $1,500, whatever they were making, and somebody comes up to them and says, "Hey, bro, here's 3K. I need
Is
you,"
one of
because
them
you know how.
is one of them Britain Hart's fight?
Nah, that was. Oh, you hate that fight. That was a fight you can't
It was
stand.
the
You
one on
still
the
pissed
same
off on that
card.
one.
It was the same card as Dat. Where
Right.
who did she fight? She fought that porn star.
Gonzalez, the Gonzalez girl, I think.
Yep, Gonzalez. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Yes. That was. Yeah, I
Per
remember that.
Gonzalez, yeah, Per
It's
Gonzalez.
pretty suspicious.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm telling you, Miami. But that's another thing, Benjamin. When you're in Miami now, you better be looking both ways because if you hear somebody say yacht or something, you might get whacked. You never know now.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
like I said, I do things, in the light. They want to do things in the dark. That's them. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to live with those things, and that's what it is.
Yeah, but I know y'all are tied up and everything. I wanted to thank y'all. Look, we're gonna try to figure out a big name, and we're just gonna start tagging David and messaging David saying, "Look, Dad's got we got to get Dad a fight in September." But I know. You got any shout outs? You got anything going on? Anything cool? Either one of y'all?
I guess shout out to my second channel that I've started that's about Vietnamese history. It's called Back in Nam. I'll be putting some links and stuff in the description about that. But I'm also going to be uploading more stuff to my other channel, and I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff with that in the future. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I mean, I'm just chilling out here in my house. I just got this house over here, so it's a pretty big house. So I've been just doing a lot of construction. That's why I haven't been fighting. I gotta get the roof, over my house where my kids could live comfortably for at the moment. And
By
then
the
I
way,
can.
I love the mustache, Dad. The
Huh?
mustache looks good on you, man. The mustache, it's awesome.
Yeah, I shaved it one time. My wife didn't like it, so she said it looks better on me. It makes me look older.
Yes, Vietnamese women say that a lot.
Yeah. But hey, Cody, man, thank you for having me, and I appreciate you guys' time, man. For always,
Yeah.
thanks, man.
And awesome,
Yeah.
man. And whenever you're about to fight, we'll try to. We got Terphouse, got MMACOIN and things like that. We'll get them to link up and hook you up and get you some stuff because we know you're going to have some kind of gold somewhere around your waist sometime soon.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. See y'all, and thank y'all for coming on tonight.
My pleasure.
Yeah. You have a great day, man. Take care. Bye.
Awesome. Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, that was cool. That was really cool. Let me, first off, Dad, I mean, he have no filter. Dad is straight up like, look, Palomino's a pussy. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't say that, Palomino, because I don't want you getting mad at me or anything like that. But no, I think the Florida judges are as bad as the people that did the election vote. Were they the ones counting the votes in Georgia? Did they go? They're that bad. Chad Mendez. If I was you, I would go to. If you're gonna fight Palomino, do it in Montana where you can win, unless you're just gonna knock him out, because I feel like he's gonna win the judges. Anyway, shout out to, I got to say something about my sponsors, Terphouse Farmz, MMACOIN. There's a lot of big stuff coming out with them very soon. Jay Davis was over there, with Yuck Mouth, doing all kinds of crazy stuff and everything. Be looking for Terphouse Farmz in the near future and all kinds of big stuff with MMACOIN. And then shout out to HKA USA. All the apparel, the fighters, you see them with the gloves and everything. Check them out. It's amazing. WTF Network, that's what we do. The reason why we do the WTF network is there's a lot of what I figured out is like Dad was talking about earlier, and I'm gonna close on it like this. They call themselves promoters. They're promoting their promotion. They're not promoting the fighters. The only promoter out there that promotes their fighters is Dana White. And that's why the UFC is fucking amazing. Dana White and his former business partners, when they started it, understood they had to market their fighters. And now look, Conor McGregor could lose every fight, but every time he shows up, they're making millions. Promoters need to promote their fighters, but they're not. So if I'm a fighter, you need to link up with the proper management people, not the fucking chumps, not the fat fucks. Find somebody that actually can manage their life and get you a bunch of sponsors and then get you on a channel and start promoting yourself. Because if you want to make more money, that's how you do it in this game. The UFC guys are coming over and they're making all the money. If you want to make some money, just get promoted. Promote yourself. Brand yourself. Link up with the right people. Because let me tell you what now. Promoters are just like bosses. And have you seen that saying where you're working for someone else and everything and you're getting them rich? That's what's happening unless you promote yourself, where you have to get a little bit more of that pie. So fighters, I just say promote yourself. If a promoter tells you, hey, shut the fuck up, be like, are you going to pay me to shut the fuck up? No. Because I've had people tell me to shut the fuck up, but I didn't get paid to shut the fuck up. And I just feel like a lot of people are walking around with their chest out and stuff like that, and they're talking on their keyboards and things like that, and they're telling people to shut the fuck up when they just don't really know who the fuck they're talking to. So fighters, promote yourself. Don't let the promoters tell you not to do that unless they're going to pay you to get promoted, because that's what happens. Anyway, like I said, shout out to the sponsors. We're going to end it like this right here. We're going to end it with a little 420, talk. That's what it is, because this is fucking facts. But I'm going to end it with Yuck Mouth. Check it out. Listen to him when he says Terphouse Farmz. Listen to Yuck Mouth when he says, the body snatcher. Who the fuck is the body snatcher? Seth Schaefer. Stay classy, bitches.
Yeah.
It's lights out when I do my thing. It's man down when I enter the ring.
I'm the king of the ring.
Terphouse, put it down for the team. It ain't over till the champion sing.
I'm the king of the ring.
It's lights out when I do my thing. It's man down when I enter the ring.
I'm the king of the ring.
Terphouse, put it down for the team. It ain't over till the champion sing.
I'm the king of the ring.
Fight night, I'ma turn this shit to fright night. Knock 'em on their ass like Iron Mike. They go night night, sleepwalking, do the stanky leg, make his knees buckle. Terphouse Farmz, we just legalize the weed hustle. The body snatcher, like a Viking with a sword, like a knight on his horse. I be striking with his war. Bare knuckle boxing, UFC to the Bellator, top competitor.